In preparation for the 24 Hours of Daytona, Nick and I decided to run the shorter 6 Hours of Daytona in the Global Endurance Tour. We both went in with the mindset that this would give us some extra seat time and give us the much needed boost to our dwindling safety rating. Little did we know, this would be one of the greatest recovery drives we have ever done.
Okay, let's just make it through T1 without dying. Like, that would be ideal.
Get ready, keep your nose clean. Go, go, go.
The pedal's been pushed to the Axminster. We're going green flag racing here at Daytona.
Oh, where is he going?
Going to be all about who holds their nerve as they go into this fantastically tough chicane for the first time. Look at those anti-cut curves. They stare daggers into all drivers.
Justin, so far, a relatively clean start.
A very clean start. In fact, don't think too many things going on involving contact at all for the field, which is normally a little bit of an outlier.
The race start went surprisingly well. A couple drivers went off in various places, but overall most of the cars were able to lap cleanly, with myself going from 16th to 11th. Just as the race seemed to settle, things went from bad to horribly rough. There was an incident on turn 1 of lap 3 which caused some group of cars to slow down on the narrowest parts of the track. Then, going into the first horseshoe, I thought the Ferrari was letting me by as I pulled alongside, except at the apex, he tapped my front which caused me to spin.
What are we doing, man?
A mere 10 minutes into the race, we were down in P44 out of 45 cars. Pretty much dead last. But 6 hours is a long time and anything could happen, so I took the repairs and went back out. Except, I nearly threw it all away again on the outlap.
Blue flag.
Oi, somehow kept it out the wall.
Steady surface flags out.
I miraculously avoided the wall by a meter or so. Shaken up from that high-speed spin, I carefully rejoined and tiptoed my way around the track. Never in my entire time sim racing have I totally felt defeated in the first few laps of the race. The initial crash and the spin on the outlap sapped any confidence I had in the car and my own ability. Leading up to Daytona, I was doing well. I was usually one of the quicker drivers both during the GT4 races in week 4 and the current week's GT3s around this track. So coming into the 6 hours, I was confident, only for it to be snatched away in an instant. Just under half an hour into the race, Nick came online, and this would be when we start joking about what would actually become one of the greatest recovery drives of all time.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Okay, so yeah, I got caught in a collision in lap 3, so we're currently down at P37. But I have good news for you. Recovery drive of a lifetime incoming.
That sounds good.
Now, I'm not sure if Nick is still groggy from probably just having woken up, or if he was disappointed seeing me down in P37. But the race had to go on, and now all we can do is claw back the deficit that I have created.
Also forgot to put the correct livery on. So we're in a different one.
Interesting. So what am I gonna expect? A pink Barbie girl or what's going on?
I wish it was like, you know, some anime pink Hello Kitty one, but a bit boring. It's a bit more boring than that.
While I was still lacking confidence in my driving ability, I was at least putting in clean laps, doing around mid 146s. Not fast, but enough to still make up time to the rest of the field considering the low SOF of 1.2k I rating.
But yeah, like leaders are doing 147s, I'm currently doing 146.4s. So as long as I hold pace, I think we should be good.
Yeah.
on the downside, I am sweating my balls off. So hard. I have everything open and I'm just sweating. But it wouldn't be a simulation experience if I wasn't hot while driving, huh?
That's mad. That's how I was yesterday after that 3-hour stint. Like, I was so drained after that.
Aside from the earlier incidents, the remaining stints went pretty flawlessly, managing to go from P44 when I towed to P26 on my in-lap. While being off sequence with most of the other drivers at the time made our current position pretty unrepresentative of our overall position, but we still made back a lot of ground purely by keeping the car on track. And this notion would be something brought up over and over again throughout the course of this race. Going into my second stint, I was still a little nervous in the car. This entire first hour of the race was mostly just me rebuilding trust in myself. I had put in hundreds of laps of practice, except the earlier incident has shattered all that confidence I had up to this point. So now, here I was rebuilding this Lego house, brick by brick, building back up to what I know I'm capable of. While I was slowly beginning to feel less nervous driving around Daytona, I was still regularly reminded that anything can still happen, and I still had to stay focused on making sure I keep my car safe.
Where are we going?
Right side.
Where are we going? Thank you.
Still there.
Oh no.
Clear right.
What? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Why you brake? Oh my god.
Oh my god. How in the world did you just survive that?
No, I didn't get a 1x for it either. I don't know. Oh, my heart is going, but I only got to slow down. No incident points. I think I missed
That
my
was
braking marker
crazy.
because I was like trying to figure out if I need to back off or if I need to go right.
I did also carry a little too much speed into the bus stop, which caused me to spin and hit the wall. Feeling a little defeated yet again, I brought the car back on track and tried to see how badly the car was damaged. But as I was driving the car, I didn't notice anything different. Somehow the car was mostly fine to a point that I came in at the end of my stint with only 30 seconds of optional repairs, which would mostly be done by the time our regular pit stop finished. So we took the optional repairs and Nick took the car out for his first stint. Also, once Nick started to find his own groove, he was setting some consistent laps. However, the bus stop would also catch him out as well as he went for a spin coming out of the chicane.
Oh shit. No, 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 no.
Sorry, I was giving you a call out so you can rejoin safely, but I was muted. My bad. You're all good. Just care your hot tires for a little bit. Don't worry about it.
Aside from the spin at the bus stop, Nick had a pretty uneventful stint. There were obviously some traffic and other random shenanigans, but nothing that majorly slowed us down.
Does he know he don't have a wing?
I don't know. But just be careful in case you go spinning.
Yep.
Blue flag.
What is that Porsche trying to do?
The guy ahead is 29 laps behind.
It's like poking his nose in going into the bus stop. With
I was
no
so
wing.
scared he was gonna send it.
Yeah, me too. I was like, uh-oh, do I tell him?
Over his double stint, we slowly but consistently moved our way up the leaderboards as other cars got involved in various different incidents, with many being at the bus stop. At the end of lap 91, Nick came in from P13. He took fuel, new tyres, before going back out for a second stint. It ended up being a very uneventful stint where he was mostly just managing lap traffic and keeping out of trouble. With many being at the bus stop. At the end of lap 91, Nick came in from P13. He took fuel, new tyres, before going back out for a second stint. It ended up being a very uneventful stint where he was mostly just managing lap traffic and keeping out of trouble. And keeping out of trouble we did, because we had been moving up the order slowly but eventually. Unfortunately, in the later stage of Nick's stint, he took a little bit too much curb on the exit of the bus stop, unsettling the car and hitting the wall.
No, fuck's sake.
That's alright.
I got wheel damage.
Oil damage? Okay. Box?
Yeah.
Copy. He limped the car back to the pits and we took the 2.5 minutes of optional repairs, putting us back in P17, and I took the car out for another double stint. Once the tyres had warmed up, I was also feeling a lot more confident than I was earlier in the race. I was starting to push the car bit by bit, lap by lap. We did, however, have a very scary moment with this McLaren, who decided that he doesn't want to use his brake pedals going into the bus stop.
What are you doing? Do I have my wing? Do I have my rear wing?
Oh, I was muted, sorry. You do have your wing.
I think it's okay.
From the outside, the car looks
Maybe
good.
rear diffuser damage. We're about to find out. Car feels okay. Yeah, what are you doing, you knob?
The car was surprisingly okay. The rear did feel a little more loose, but not enough for it to have any significant impact to the drivability. I somehow had gotten away with yet another accident that probably should have been a lot worse. The rest of my stints were pretty uneventful, eventually coming in for more fuel and tyres before going out on my last stint of the race. The race did give us 3 minutes of optional repairs, but we opted to not take those as the car felt mostly fine. While my overall pace in my final stint wasn't amazing due to endless traffic, I was lapping over a second faster than almost the entire field, slowly having climbed to P10. I was also feeling a lot more confident in the car again. I was happy to try take corners a little faster, brake a little later, and pass traffic without fearing for my life. The version of me in the car now is a very different person to me just a few hours ago. I did collect a few off tracks, pushing T1 a little too much, and a very unfortunate tap to this very damaged Mustang, which gave me a 2x.
What is this? What?
Oh, come on.
But aside from that, I was just enjoying the drive. And before I knew it, my final stint came to an end, where I'd hand the car over to Nick for one last time. The next time this car would be in the pits would be after the race. And Nick did an absolutely fantastic stint. The race was predicted to end close to our last lap of fuel, so we're mostly spending the first while figuring out when the race might end and if we should save fuel to prevent a splash. After some deliberating, we decided that the car ahead being over a lap in front and the cars behind being a similar distance would use the gap to save as much fuel as possible. And I think this is where Nick needs a massive shout out, because not only was this man 1.2k iracing at the start of this event, he was pulling away from the cars behind while lifting and coasting. He managed to save us so much fuel that I was honestly questioning if my math was wrong. A couple cars ahead also got into some really big accidents very late in the race, like the McLaren from earlier, which shuffled us up the order in the closing stages.
We're currently white flag, so final lap of the race, we are P7.
Oh. Good. Little top 10, that's crazy finish.
Holy recovery drive.
Yeah.
After what felt like a very, very long final lap, we came across the finish line in P7.
That's it.
Did
Thank
you get an off
That's
track?
good.
Don't worry about it.
This guy.
Lovely, thank you. I just got the craziest look by this lady at McDonald's because she just heard you guys laughing.
Can I get a Big Mac, please?
Oh,
Good
man.
race.
Well done, guys, honestly.
Good race.
Smashed it.
This really was the greatest recovery drive I've ever done, and it would not have been possible without my great fellow teammate Nick. To think that we're down at P44 out of 45 cars at one point, then managing to climb all the way up to P7 is just insane to me. Over the course of the 6 hours, we made up 37 places, all because we kept the car out of any major trouble. It's the definition of endurance racing, where staying alive and staying consistent is far, far more important than overall raw pace. And as we like to say amongst our team, drive to race, race to finish, and everything after that is just a bonus.